Hello, FlossTube. It's me. I'm back from Texas since last August. I haven't been doing videos, but I'm back today with a lot of changes, a lot of updates, a lot of life updates, not that much stitching, a lot of haul, and I'm just glad to be back. I've missed you guys so much, but when you hear like my life just changed, and sometimes life changes and sometimes we just need some time to get our feet back underneath us. So when I was here last, I was on my way to Texas, had a wonderful time. We were there for 6 weeks. While I was there, I had found an opportunity when I came home for a job. I came home on Wednesday. I think we got home on Tuesday or Wednesday. And the next Monday, I went back to work 40 hours a week. That was a change. A big change, but I have to say I love it. Loving the people I work with, still with State Farm, using all my knowledge, getting to take care of a lot of great people. And I'm just happy to be back. You know, I've been doing that for over 20 years now, and I just love it. I wasn't ready, I realized, to give it up so much a part of my life. So I'm glad to be back from that. My husband had a little bit of some health problems in the fall and that went into December, but we've taken care of all those now, and he is 85 years old, but he's doing great, and we just feel really blessed. So I'm gonna take my glass. We're looking forward to our 50th wedding anniversary come June. So that's gonna be 50 years, a long time. So I guess I'll just get right into some of the stuff I've been doing and some of the stuff I have planned to do. The thing about it is I work 40 hours a week. I leave home at 8 o'clock in the morning, a little before, and I don't get home till after 6 at night. So I really don't do a lot of stitching. I try to stitch every evening, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes I stitch on the weekends. Sometimes I stitch a lot on the weekends, and sometimes I don't. But I do have some stuff since it's been so long, and just gonna share some of that with you today, and then talk about StitchCon and talk about some videos I watch, and just glad to be back. So this is what I'm working on, had been working on the last time I saw you. Put my glasses back on. This is Beth Twist. It's called Finskow Hall, I believe. I don't really know how you say that, but anyway. I think I made some progress. I didn't even go back and look at my old videos, but I'm back to here. I just have the grass to do and that one tree and finish up the windows. And I actually ran out of thread again. I think I told you before. I don't really worry about that. I just stop before I totally run out, and then I just blend them in and make it work. You know, wabi sabi. I love kitten stitcher, wabi sabi. That's for me. So working on that, and then I'm working on I bought this pattern from Market, probably my favorite. And I purchased the tray. I ordered the tray from whatever it said, and it's actually supposed to be here this week. And I just got a little start on the little needle roll thing. So looking forward to that. Little things like this I should be working on because I do see progress on them and I get some stuff done. But I don't know. I'm still one of those BAP persons. So I just put some stuff in a basket, and I'm just going to go through it and show you what I've been stitching on. So the other thing that I was working on when we last talked was this pattern from Kathy Barrick. This is the second one of the girls that I've done. This one's Mary Margaret. Love Mary Margaret. I love all these girls. The other one I've done is Elizabeth, the one with the big bird. I've got her in here, so I'll show that to you too. So I've been working on this for quite a while. And I am pretty much a monogamous stitcher. I do kind of like to finish things, but I just got wore out with this, so I started one of my market starts. So, but there she is, cute as a button, sitting in that swing. These are big, but they're big blocks of color, and I find them pretty much fun. I got to finish in her skirt right there, finish the tree, which I can't see without my glasses, can't see with them, tree, finish up the top of the pine. I mean, I don't know, it wouldn't take that long if I just do it, but I'll get around to it. And this is, I know I showed this before, but this is the other one. I think we said this was Elizabeth. I think she's really cute. I love Elizabeth's hair. I wish I had hair like that. So, I got 2 of the 4. This one's totally done. That other one's almost done. And I have the other 4. I don't think I have the fabric for them. I am doing those with the MPI silk. I just really wanted to when I bought them. So, and I love stitching with silk. I really do. So I'm just going to go through some haul because that's pretty much my stitching. I do have a few more things I'll show at the end, but for right now we'll just do haul. Who doesn't like good haul, right? So this is Before Market, the finishing touch. Sandra had a Kathy Barrick trunk show, and I bought the fabric, and I ended up buying the silks to do that. The silks are beautiful. I don't know. This is going to be stitched on Ale, so it's actually the same, I think, that I'm stitching the girls on, but I saw the model to this, and I want to tell you, it was gorgeous. So I'm looking forward to starting that. This has been going around, and I want to do this, but there's a conversion from Country Sampler in Wisconsin, but I really want to do these, use these silks that it calls for. It's the Kreinik Silk Moire, because they seem to have more of like a teal color than the green, and that's what really drew me to this in the first place, was the blue colors, which is something we'll talk about a little bit later. But haven't bought anything for this, just purchased the pattern, and I love it. So everybody's working on Mater's Choice, or Matter's Choice, and I actually I've had this pattern for a long time. Thought about starting it, just haven't gotten around to it. But I do have some fabric that I purchased from X Jude Designs, and I purchased some of her floss in the matte color, and I don't know, what do you think? I think I might do this. This is showing up a lot more bright green. It's more of a, well, it's green and it's bright, but it's not that bright. I can't really, it's hard to say. It's hard to tell you what color green it is, but it's not, her color for it is oil green, and that's exactly what it is, kind of an oil. It's a beautiful green, really. So I don't know. I hope to start that someday. Though I do find that since I've been back at work for so long, I And the winter, oh my word. I don't know about you guys, but the winter here was just disgusting. It didn't snow. It just rained and rained and rained and rained and rained. And it was dark and it was dreary. And when I came home at night, I didn't want to do anything. I was just like, so over this, you know, but we shouldn't be that way. I mean, it's nothing to let it get us down, the weather, but it did. So I didn't stitch that much, but for the last 2 weeks, I've driven to work and from work in the daylight, and I'm loving it. Another thing I kitted up recently was the Farmstead Christmas, because Farm Girl, Michelle Rudy, right? She did this on Murky, and she used the DMC colors, and it was beautiful. And she made it into a pillow. If you haven't seen it, it's just watch her video where she made these pillows. There's another one in here. And so I kitted that up. I mean, it's just really, really beautiful how she did it. I think she might have seen that at Country Sampler too. Oh, this is a sampler that I started years ago. And I've seen a couple of people working on it. But now I can't remember who it was. One of them might have been Michelle Rudy. I don't know. But it's from this book, Loose Feathers. Can't see with my glasses. Can't see without them. Loose Feathers, Agnes Platt's Strawberry Sampler, 2013. And I literally started this when this came out. So, it's another thing that I have very little left to finish. But I just haven't done it. And, but I love it. So, I don't know. Who knows? I have it in my basket now by my chair, and I just need to finish it. I didn't iron this, I forgot. So I just need to finish it, and can't even tell if you can see it. I just need to finish it and get it framed because it's beautiful and it deserves to be framed. So, yeah, I love it. There's a this sampler on the book, if you look at it on the book, it looks square. And I know, I'm almost positive it was Michelle Rudy. And she said she thought it was going to be square. Or maybe it was Kitten Stitcher. I don't know. So I bought the fabric. I started stitching it. The more I got into it, the more I was like, why is this not square? It's bugging me. It's not square. Why is it not square? So read before you start. In here, Barb and Alma talk about the fact that this sampler was stitched on uneven linen. And it says, we recommend using 30 count even weave, which will finish 18 by 13. The antique piece measures 16 by 17 and looks as though it's square. It said, however, if you would rather have the look of the antique piece, you can stitch over 2 threads horizontally and 3 threads vertically. I wish I would have tried that. I think I could have done it. I think when you get a rhythm going, that's maybe easier than it sounds. But, oh well, too late now. But it is a sweet, pretty sampler. Oh, this was the other piece that I've kitted up. Everybody saw it going around. I want to do these for next Christmas. Have in mind who I want to give them to. So I bought the fabric for this, and this was done on Brash. So That's just something I put it up in here in my haul. I saw Esther stitched down at the Finishing Touch. It's really prettier than this picture does it. I mean, just so much prettier. So I purchased that, and I have no plans to stitch it right now. But anyway, this is much prettier than it is on that screen. I did stitch this little piece when I was just wanting to stitch on some Christmas stuff. This is Stacy Nash's Merry Christmas Pin Keep. And I got it all stitched. It was a lot of fun. 2 little bitty pieces, but I did get them stitched. And I just really want to make a drawing